Good afternoon, everyone. What a strange way for it to, or good afternoon, good evening to everyone. What a strange way for the game to load in. Normally it loads in faster, so I mistakenly thought that it was going to bring in my avatar. But you are listening to Dylan Russell, and yeah, you can see a little bit of a glint in the gear. Since this morning, we have got ourselves some funky hat and some funky boots, and that's where we're at. There is no technical issue with the face cam. I have shut it off. Suffice to say that, pursuant to growing up with a dad who was a picker, and that's not in the nice way. I unfortunately got a couple of blemish issues going on that are making me very uncomfortable, and I just turned it off because I just don't want to deal with showing that off right now. So, where we left off earlier on, you can see I've got a few emeralds in here. We've got some guys that... Hello, Flaming Fox. How are you? Good
Hello.
to see you. My bot's pokey, but that's okay. So you can see that we've got the guys armored up, so they will now take the iron and get us emeralds so we can do things functionally. Now, let's see, which pants do these guys have? Section 2 pants? What have I got? What have I got over here? Helmet? Boots? No. Those are nice-ish boots, but do I have pants over here? I guess it's protection 2 pants. Okay. What do I need for those? Can I get enough in very short order to make my pants upgraded? Probably not. Let's see what we've got for iron. Nope, guarantee you I cannot. So let's not fuss with this at the moment then.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing, Benson? Good to see you as well. So, how have you two been doing? Flaming Fox, the future person, and our fine friend Benson. I was mentioning to Lyric this morning, Benson, that I've been reading up on the stuff being posted on other Discords, but haven't yet felt comfortable responding to that. Yeah. That's suffice to say, not here, not now. Oh, I can do another chest. Okay. Yeah, I just don't feel that I actually can say much to what's been posted. A little bit too charmed. So, yeah. Anyway, suffice to say, all good. Yes, all good. So, today what I'm actually hoping to do, if the title went through correctly, we are going to be going berry hunting. As cheesy as that sounds. Oops, I have extra stuff I don't need. Oh well, let's just dump that in here. And the idea behind the berry hunting is I would like to put a perimeter around the outside of this unit. I know I'm going to be peeling off the outer layers out to make it look different later, as in like off screen. But to start with, I might as well ditch some things and see if we can get ourselves... Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's see if we can get ourselves some berries to go around the outside. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, good evening, how are you? So Flaming Fox says, I've been busy, although I'm slowly getting motivation back for Minecraft. Just curious, you're not the only one that said that of late. Is there any particular thing that has just life in general or other things have caused a turn-off? Part of my sort of lukewarm behavior towards Minecraft of late has purely been the fact that I don't particularly always feel that the stuff that I showcase to you guys on screen is content that's engaging. We're still working on that part of it. And for example, like as in I have no idea which direction to go for berries, so we might as well try that way because we've been the other way. Suffice to say, that's where that's coming from me, but I know other people have different things that are working or not working for them. Life in summer can be kind of crazy busy for us, just because it becomes, scout camping season and all that entails. As well as our city has a major festival. So Flemmy Fox says, everything I want to do is big, and I hate stopping halfway through, so I just don't get on if I have 20-30 minutes, as I know by the time I get in, I may as well log off and won't have long. Yeah, I totally get that. That's actually one of the reasons why we're not playing Java right now. And I didn't go back to it last week, or not much, and I may not do again much this week. Just simply because they're all quote-unquote big projects, and I want to get them done and I want to work on them, but it just doesn't feel useful, I guess. And so the 20 to 30 minutes here and there part, unless it's a pure like resource gathering or something to do a big project, you just get started, then you're done. Like your time slot. So sometimes getting started up and shut down again in a 20 to 30 minute slot feels almost like it's not worth logging on. Yeah, exactly. But I guess, I mean, the only thing I can really say to that is, as much as it stinks to get in 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there, it's one of those ones where the project stays big if we aren't able to put our 5 or 10 minutes in when we can. So it's sort of like, I mean, I guess it's not quite like, oh, haha, guess what I need a boat. Okay. It's kind of like chores insofar as, I mean, Minecraft is not a chore, but it's like chores that never, the chores never go away if we don't start doing them. And yes, they'll come back again, or the projects will never go away, and they'll come back again, but if we don't start on them, like we make them smaller. Ah, yeah, okay, I can follow that. Other games are definitely alluring at times. I totally hear you there. I finally picked up one of the more controversial games. The content isn't exactly controversial, but its existence is controversial. And so I totally hear you there when it comes to finding other games. It's one I've been looking forward to for a while, but certainly will not be streaming. Part of it is just that there's enough going on that I don't find that I'd be able to keep up with having conversations with chat, and that's part of what I'm here for. Did you really? Okay. Yep, forgot. We need to make ourselves a spoon still, which is just high on frustrating, but it happens. There. Now I can have a boat. Sorry, I've been so spoiled for so long by the Java lack of a spoon in the boat that, yeah. Was not impressed. Okay, so east is this away, west is that away. We've been south, so it's time to go north. What I'm hoping for here is spruce forest, looking for berries. I have not chunk-based this. My brain says I probably should have. But I'm trying to avoid using that thing as much as I possibly can. Yeah, some of the other games do seem more interesting at times, but also this one, I've just not gotten to a point in-game where I can reasonably AFK. Case in point, when I log out and don't actually, sorry, not log out, raid out and don't actually log off immediately, I can just about guarantee you every time there's a problem of some sort or other. So yeah, that's the way it works. Oh, of course I'm at bedtime. I'm on the water at night. Fantastic. So, being as this is my world, I can do what I want, right? Permits and all. So I'm going to try and see if I can just stay on the water all night. I'm actually looking for a spruce forest, but as you can see, this looks rather unpromising in that respect. There's some funky, what do you call it? Interesting stuff popping up underneath. I like the way the terrain is generated. But it looks relatively bland up top. Very tempting to go to the shore, though, because I see yet another ruined portal. What, third or fourth I think we've seen? Something like that. Are you kidding me? We spent, what is it, a couple weeks ago, we spent quite a lot of the stream hunting and hunting and hunting for a cherry biome. And of course, there's a cherry biome within like 2 minutes. I'm just shaking my head. That's really all I can do is just shake my head over that. I suppose we're going for a sleep then, because I might as well check out this portal thing. We've got some cherry saplings and whatnot back at base, so I'm not too worried about grabbing some here, but it's just kind of Murphy's Law. You know, you go hunting and... oh. See? Can I shoot from here? If I can, that'd be a very... ooh, it's a bedrocky thing. I can do that. Yay! Java, I am terrible at that. Okay, come on, spider. Are you going to be a jerk? Oh, come on, I can hit you. Really. Over top. Underneath. There we go. Okay. Now at least I have enough space that I can hop out and sleep. Because there's nobody else that's got to do it for me, right? Alright. Yeah, so some of the other games when we can go AFK or do things while we're watching people, it helps. Of late, I have not been doing a whole lot of grindy stuff online while watching some of our favorite other streamers, just because, well, in short, they're doing different things right now that I don't handle the jump scare of for myself. Go away. For like spider work and so forth. Which means then that playing Minecraft myself while watching somebody else dealing with that is either A, getting me into trouble spots, or B, getting me into spots where I start jumping because of stuff going on their screen, which is very counterproductive. Counterproductive. What do we got in here? Golden pants. Yay! More obsidian. More flint. Why not? Don't know what to do with a fire charge, but sure. We can always throw it out if we need it. Gone. Alrighty, Roo. Go. I've actually been doing fairly well when it comes to gold on this game, knock on wood. And obsidian not too bad actually, all that said and done. I could make my own, right? That's always a possibility, and just in this morning I finally got enough of the dripstone pieces to set up one single cauldron of renewable lava, which is a good start. It's not a be-all and end-all, but it's definitely a good start. So, a little pleased with myself, I guess, between that and the getting a first villager who can take iron, so that will speed up a lot of the enchanting of things and making stuff renewable and repairable and so forth. Some of the other games I've been looking... If I had my face cam on, you would have seen a very tense, tight me right there. Some of the other games I've been playing, in addition to this, I was poking around a little bit. Don't make me hit you. I was poking around a little bit at Ancestors Humankind Odyssey again, as well. I've picked up Kern. Haven't tried it yet, but it seems very Myst-like, so I'm interested in that one. Yeah, so I picked up the new, well, the new, but the HL game. Picked up that one, which is kind of predictable for me, but not absolutely necessary. So what's hitting me? Me, doofus. Okay, so making little mistakes like that is not exactly harmful, but definitely takes away from our time. So yeah, what playing the other games sometimes is just very appealing on occasion. Just for a breath of fresh air. It's not that these ones are burning me out in Minecraft, so to speak, but sometimes when I feel that I can't make the progress I want, then sometimes doing something completely and utterly unrelated is appealing. Okay, so I was going north, right? Yes. That's this way. Alright. But, yeah. The other thing I was thinking of lately is I've been talking with my kids about different things we want to do over the summer, because we actually have a holiday in August where we're going to Ireland. Did I pick up Auckland? Okay. Which means that amount of or number of days and weeks that are available for them to choose what they want to do, or for us to do little more local adventures and activities in our area is much more limited. So I would like to hopefully get a handle on getting some of those things under our belt. I'm looking forward to the backpacking trip with Scouts and my son. It'll be his first and my first in like 20 years. So I quite like it. I mean, I've had a backpack, like a proper backpack, for more recently than that. It's just that I've used it for all kinds of things because it's just convenient. But I wasn't actually backpacking properly with it. And we have a good bit of the gear that's been gifted to us. So while it might be slightly older, it's not like your grandma's or grandpa's backpacking gear. So I've got enough stuff for me. But then it's nice to go with some of the newer, lighter stuff for my son, because no sense in making a backpacking experience a miserable slog just because your gear's too heavy. And there are certain mistakes that we all make that I'm sure he's going to make. But some of them, like too much water, it's just one of those things you have to figure out on your own how much you're going to need. If you don't want to underdo it, that's quite dangerous. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to iron out wrinkles and so forth. But I'm looking forward to that experience. And then, what was it? I've got a few different things to do, like representing our scout group at a local community barbecue type of thing. So yeah, we've got a few items on the docket, but I do plan to be streaming as usual unless we have other adventures on the way that can't move. So for example, I guess I could say our equivalency of a state fair, although they claim it's the greatest outdoor show on earth, that is coming up, and we have like a massive parade for it starting on Friday morning, and so there are different events that happen as part of that, because it's also like a agriculture club kind of thing at the same time. And so there are certain days, of course, that some days it's things like barrel racing. Well, actually not barrel racing, that's part of the rodeo section. But it'll be things like what am I trying to think of here? Different types of say horse penning type stuff, or showing off cattle or ponies or whatever. We get to walk through the barns, but there are certain activities that my kids wanted to see. Like last year, we found that they quite interesting. That we found that they quite enjoyed watching the sheepdog trials. So if I can do that, then that would be lovely. I just don't know what days that's available, and that may end up colliding with streaming. So that's one of those things that might interrupt, but otherwise we do more or less plan to keep on keeping on as we always do. Yeah. So not much should change in the short term. Okay. I said I'd be doing wood shopping. This wasn't quite what I meant. However, I don't have any dark oak in storage, and we need the saplings to be able to grow more. But of course, it will not drop saplings all that frequently for the leaves that are connected to the rest of the tree. It's less of a problem in Bedrock, as in things do start somewhat despawning on their own. You can see it's there, it's just slow. Whereas Java, if anything is touching another block, like another set of tree blocks or the hill or something, it will not despawn. In which case you cannot get saplings out of it, which is a big pain. Okay, so, where are we here? But I mean, the kids are of the age where it's kind of like trying to get... It's kind of like trying to pull teeth to get answers when you ask them what they want to see or do. So, I won't have a whole lot of notice, I'm afraid. All I can promise is to do my best. Today itself is a bit of an experiment. I did legit need to do materials gathering, so this isn't... Although this plays into the experiment, it wasn't designed as the experiment for that reason. I say today's a bit of an experiment because I have a couple of tiny things in store, such as there's a there's a stronghold. I think that's the word. No, not a stronghold. Maybe it's a stronghold. Whatever that thing is, that place is, where you go to try and look for the end portal. Anyways, I've got one of those down below my base, and there's also we've accidentally tripped over a mine shaft. So I mean, I've got those as opportunities, but they're also kind of like ace cards I didn't particularly want to burn if people are spending a lot of time on holiday. So today's a bit of an experiment to see if people are still on holiday, how they tend to behave for this channel, but also to see, I guess, selfishly, a bit of an experiment to see how many people are really here for me. It sounds dumb, but, or for the game that I play, because I mean, there's enough competition that I have a suspicion it's not for anything new and exciting coming out of my playstyle. So yeah, just being upfront about that, because it bothers me not to be upfront. A stronghold? Okay, good. That is the word. Excellent. Ooh, I've got one sapling, and I need 4 minimum. Now we can get out of here. Feels like it's nighttime, but it's... I didn't bring a clock. That would have made sense. Come on. Let me sleep, please. There we go. So, yeah, we had our Canadian long weekend, I guess our holiday weekend, because Canada's Advent, I guess, was a July 1st, and so I quite enjoyed having Fantastic Shot Clocks have an extra day. I mean, we used it to go see the indie movie, as I mentioned this morning. For those who hadn't heard from me, I like it. I enjoyed the movie. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it was high entertainment. And there were definitely things I could see people saying, "My goodness, that was badly done," or cheesy, or whatever, or "Why are they having this character do such and such? They're way too old for that." First off, there was some half-decent de-aging done at the beginning of the movie. Pardon me. Which I think Hollywood's getting good at that. I think that has perks beyond just these types of movies where you're de-aging a famous character or a famous actor playing a character. I actually do think, to some extent, and while they can't de-age everybody all the time, I do think it does open up opportunities for some actors to potentially be able to continue having roles where they're a little bit younger, or a slightly younger person is required for that role. I'm hoping that will become the case in the future. De-aging at the moment is a fairly expensive process, so it won't be used like candy for quite some time. But I would love to see it used a bit more like that, because there are some actors and actresses that you don't hear much from anymore, and that's because they're aging. You know, and we don't necessarily have a whole ton of roles for aging actors and actresses. Yeah, if the de-aging works half decently, then I don't see why they couldn't continue to be unretired, I guess. Then there's some that are just generically timeless. You know, that's where you get your Judi Denches and your Meryl Streeps and stuff like that. But I mean, even so, you know, there are roles that Meryl plays now that she couldn't have done 20 years ago, and partly it's her skill, but mostly it's that she just didn't look the part. And now there's roles that she played 20 years ago she wouldn't get offered the role for now. I like the flashbacks and similar, but I think if someone's playing a supporting character, which then relies on them not being on the screen all the time, I think it could actually open up doors. And there were some unfortunate for them. Ooh, I don't know what that was. I don't want to know what that was. Something just made me jump. But then again, there are some actors and actresses, and I'll say Maggie Smith is a good example, for whom, unfortunately, I don't think they ever looked young. I'm not saying they all looked, you know, old grandma or whatever all the time, but I don't think they ever really looked young. Oh, the sticker. I just saw it. Because when I have my inventory up so I can pause and talk to you guys, I didn't see that. Which one it was. Yeah. So we've got 3 oak saplings. Let's see if we can get one more. Got plenty of the light oak, it's the dark oak ones I'm looking for. And I really don't want the leaves, so let's just ditch that. I didn't mind the noise. Yeah, actually, I did mind the noise. Okay, I'd be fibbing if I said I didn't, but no, I did mind it. It's not that bad, actually, of a sound. Now that I know what it's from, the sound makes perfect sense. Yes. People have asked, what did I think of the indie film? Overall, I quite liked it. I'm a little tired of the overused, I guess maybe it's a trope. I've never really been good with with the terminology, but the overused idea that there's always got to be somebody who's sort of, I guess, quasi good guy type of character, but they're really only in it for the money, and it's all self-serving. I mean, truth be told, that's what the bad guys are in it for. It's all self-serving. So I do get a little tired of that, but for what it was a good flick. And I mean, and you get the bit about, history messed up because I'm, of course, Dial of Destiny, yada yada yada. Or because indie's all about the history, right? So we know it's not the future. And you always get the one that turns around and changes their colors right at the end. That's semi-predictable, so I don't really feel that that's all that spoilery. That's every indie movie's like that. But yeah, it was good. It was good, and I mean, they did reference previous characters from other movies. They didn't make them super critical, but they had a couple of really nice spots pop in. And I was pleased to see Antonio Banderas and Jonathan Rhys-Davies. It was quite nice in that respect. Okay, 6. I've got 6. If I care about the rest of these, other than disliking floating things, not particularly. Just make sure that they're away from the other trees enough. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. I should probably have been cleaning myself, but Fantastic Sherlock Fox knows cleaning and me are not magnetic buddies. Okay, so now that I've got 8, which is enough for 2 full trees, we can get out of here. And keep going north. Oh. Can I please climb? Go. So what I'm actually looking for is on the other side over there. Oops. Is the spruce. So I've got to get back down. Ouch. Oh, yep. Yep, when your cats do that, there would be hair everywhere. I can see that. As I mentioned earlier on a different stream, that we used to have a dog that would shed, and it felt like his hair was everywhere in everything. And so, even after the dog had passed, when we had to change a piece of furniture, and after changing that furniture, we pulled everything up from the wall, and just the spots where one had fought to try and get the vacuum cleaning tool, the crevice tool, right to the edge. You found spots where that had not been the case, and there was still dog. Well over a year of the dog but I haven't been there just because we hadn't had reason to move the furniture. Hey, Scrub Lord, how are you doing? Good
Hello.
to see you. Good to see you. Glad you were able to come by. You're spoiling me. Got some good faces to say hello to today. Aha! Jackpot! Perfect! I appreciate the gift to Flaming Fox. I really do. Just wanting to make it clear that... Ow! Just wanting to make it clear that I insist that everybody who's giving gifts to each other keeps... It's like drinking and gambling. Is everything in moderation, and please make sure that you're not going to get yourself stuck in a hole because of being generous to others. That's all I ask. Is that You're kidding me. Okay, so the jackpot, sorry, was a comment that I actually needed the berries. That's what we came out here for. 7 is, I mean, I'd love to have more. That'd be fantastic. But it's not essential to have more. I have enough to start with. I better move them just to guarantee that I won't eat them by mistake. And the "you've got to be kidding" comment refers to, I think I've just spotted another, yep, there we are for another ruin portal, which I think I'm not doing too bad at these ruin portals. Made it back. How's the coverage out there? I'm assuming, now do correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you're watching on mobile then? Or when you say you're out at camp, do you actually have a little like cabin/office that's all yours with a net connection or something? Yes, exactly. Cats and dogs, oh my. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's an interesting generation. Oh, seriously? I want my boat back, please. Thank you. Sorry. The seriously was just, yeah, me being weird. Well, I will welcome you with open arms when you've got the time, Flaming Fox. I mean, I haven't been as active on the Java servers I'd like to be, so we're a little behind on that one. Do I care? Okay, let's just drop this, that. Don't need the leaves. I'm gonna take this just because if it's something I can take home and we can sort of museum it, then I might as well. It's interesting how it just sort of generated extra over the side. So even though I will have no use for some of these things, just to purely have them, we'll see how long-term this solo world becomes, and so therefore it's nice to be able to say, look what I found, even though it was completely and utterly useless to me. You never know when you might want it. But being as I'm on a cute little island, I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that I won't have a whole ton of monstrosities harassing me while I finish this up. There we go. So yeah, we're doing the whole slow but steady pace type of behavior. I know I'm spending far too long on the ins and outs of the iron farm and the trading hall within. A lot of it is just that as part of spending time with the family, which is becoming, I'm trying to make it a bigger priority than I have in the past. Not very successful. And physical fitness is still far too low on the priority totem pole. As are house chores and things. Like, I would love to play Minecraft day in and day out if I had the time, because then I could actually make progress on some of these projects. Not that, you know, Fantastic Dog Fox does the heavy lift, which is not fair to him, but also that, as Flaming Fox had pointed out earlier, you know, sometimes it feels like if you've only got, you know, 15 or 20 minutes or half an hour, you don't feel like you get very far. So when I've come off a stream, and the temptation is, so the brain says, just finish up what you were working on. But the temptation is to go further, as in just keep working and keep working and keep working. Okay, so we went north, I think. Let me just, oh, I don't need that one.
Hello?
My gut says this should be north, so let's just see. East, west, no, that's south. Yep, south is fine, because south is homeward bound. And as useful as it would be to continue onwards and see what else we could find, A, inventory is full, B, we've got what we really needed. Yeah. And C, there are other things we could probably do that would be far more useful. For example, once I've got an inventory dump, I could probably, should probably make a run and go grab a lot of sand from a deserty type space. So we're headed homeward bound-ish. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for that. I don't like killing some of the mobs. I didn't like killing the wolves, but they were going after the sheep, so shame on them. I've also killed wolves for the fact that they have killed foxes right in front of me. So yeah, that was not on my list. Unfortunately, the foxes that I was dealing with did not have any berries, so that was a bit of a loss there. I'm hoping this is the correct direction to backtrack. I guess we'll find out. Hey DJ Gamer! Good to see you, good to see you. Welcome back. Minecraft is a funny one. Sometimes you get all kinds of neat generation, and other times it feels incredibly bland and you're not really sure why or wherefore. So the aim for what I want to do with these berries, and a little bit more grindy stuff, is I do think I'll just take apart the bamboo stuff we were doing on the outside of the farm. I may reuse some of those parts, but you'll have to see, because Mojang in their infinite wisdom... Really? Oh. Right. I don't have time for this right now. I mean, I do want to come back to the pillager outpost, but I'm pretty sure I've marked that one before. Okay. Let's see, looking down... Oh. Fork holders. Okay, we don't want fork holders. Something? That's interesting. Somebody just broke those flowers. And we didn't do it. We didn't touch it. That's interesting. This is indeed Bedrock. This is also indeed where Dylan gets herself very confused, very tangled, and very lost. As usual. Nice. Okay, so I must have gone too far west. Let's go up and see what we can get. Oh, there's going to be eat soon, so let's just head that one off. Oh. What I was trying to do, take a quick pause for just a second, and look at my coil-bound notes and see where did I put home. Okay, so let's do it this way. 1756. 59. Easy ref. You can tell I got myself way lost. How I got... Wait a minute. 1756. Uh-oh. Well, this could be problematic. Okay. The reason I say it could be problematic is... Yeah, I did not think we'd gone, like, 3,000 blocks. I didn't think that was likely. But you can see that the Z number is a little on the scary side. Yeah, that's nowhere near home, right? This way. Huh. So I have gone way far west. You got me. You got me, DJ Gamer. Ow. I did a full-on flinch there. Hey, Skyfire. Good to see you. Welcome on in. So, yeah. At the moment, I'm attempting to get home, which, my sense of direction is worse than a blind person. And yes, I know, I apologize for how awful that sounded. It came in my mouth, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's just all kinds of wrong. What we came hunting for was berries. Not the plants, the berries for now. I want them as seeds. And then we're going to upgrade the outside edge of the iron farm. Because they're helpful. It's like the cheesiest non-spawner drop farm known to man. Because it doesn't require any XP or way home. Yeah. Yeah, and in a solo Bedrock world, I'm not super keen on just, like, drowning myself or something. At least I have coordinates, exactly, and I hand wrote them down. So, we don't have maps or anything available at the moment. I'm not saying I won't use maps in the world. That's a whole different thing. But I definitely won't, or don't have any mini-maps or anything like that, as I tend to rely on far too much in Java. Okay, let's see, let's go this way. Can we get around the end? I'm actually kind of puzzled as to how I ended up so far out. It really did not feel like it, because I've only been streaming since the top of the hour, so maybe we're approaching 45 minutes, and I'm like 2,300 blocks out still. Well, who knows? Who knows? So the idea was to find berries and useful things. What I'm saying I'm going to be doing at the iron farm, I think I squirreled because I found, okay. The berries, what they're going to be used for is to put around the outside of the farm, which would cause drops. Understandably, you know, as you do. And then if you have the hoppers pressed into the dirt, then not all the drops, but a lot of the drops that come as a result of that, when the critters and mobs die on the berries outside the farm, the result will be that I can get some of the drops that way. It's not going to be my sole source. I mean, we'll actually build a proper a proper mob farm soon TM, but we have things to do. I actually wanted to go back into the Nether and find a crimson biome, but the thing about that is, at the moment, that part I want to do a little exploring off camera, just because where our Nether portal ended up was incredibly bland, like notably bland. So we don't have much for things like where our portal ended up is blank enough, I guess, sort of in the rocks, enough that I made it to Bedrock with no issues, because I'm low, and then, oops, and then there's a lava lake, which I'm avoiding because of course I can't get across it easily. Let's see. Ooh, too dark for my taste. Not that I'm trying to run away from it, I just want to find an open spot to get a snooze, but may not have so much luck. Anyways. Oh, ow. There's an open spot, open enough.
2, 4, 6, 8, everybody hydrate!
Hydrate! Shall do. Let's get some sleep out of here. Go to bed earlier? Doesn't happen much. Oh, yeah. Nope, no Spideys. Nope, no thank you. Ender person, wow. Okay, I said I wanted Crimson. I didn't want, you know, our warped companions. I know I'm seeing numbers go up. 40. Yep, Delenn is definitely not going to have much of a way home at this rate. Go on a little trip, she said. Just find some berries, she said. This is too quick, we shall go home fast, she said. Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, so that's what I tend to do, is you get some of the drops from doing that. And, I mean, a freebie food source farm, why not? Yes, I'm actually going full circle on myself. I'm aware of this, but thankfully both numbers are decreasing now, so it's a start. Oh, come on. And you know, in all honesty, if it was Delenn No Way Delenn No Way Home, I'm pretty sure it would be a box office flop. Okay, there we go. So I'm open enough. We're up here. I owe you a hydrate. So let's just set hydrate. Oops. Have to do that. Okay, well, fine. Let's set the other type of stuff then. Hydrate 1. Oops, not 1. Okay, and then that one. There we go. Okay, now we can hydrate.
2, 4, 6, 8, everybody hydrate!
ASMR fail. There we go. So yeah, I'm hoping that fairly soon. Ooh, thank you, tree. I'm hoping fairly soon I'll be back to having the face cam for what it's worth, jump scares and all. Go through here. Give the skeleton a big hug. No, thank you. Where am I? No, I don't want that one to go up. I want that one to go down. Wow. I'm just more surprised and puzzled by how lost I got myself. Okay, I've been here before because that's where I took down one of the portals. So we're maybe getting back somewhere closer to where we were. Though I know that if I need some more acacia, I've got a great place to find it. Ooh. Yep, this must be it, because that's a lot of big ocean. Alrighty. Now we can watch the numbers fall. That's good. Okay. One of the things I was thinking is for the way that I play, and I joked a little bit about slow and steady. But one of the things I realized is I would be even worse if I was playing half-hearted. Oh, hello, dolphins. What do I have in here? Nah. I can always get kelp later. But I was realizing that I was being ultra slow and ultra cautious in an attempt to make the world sort of stable and last longer, and that's great, but it's not artistic. So, anyway, we do what we can. I think part of it is that I'm falling back into comfort patterns, so I know I need to do something more. Loads of kelp forest. Okay, we're getting, so what was our number? 1756, 59? Okay, so we're getting closer. Which way? This way? Nope, the other way. I wonder, wouldn't it be nice if I could actually just simply boat home? Keep wanting to scroll over there and figure out what is that little island on there, but I think I know what's in it, because it just looks like it's more dirt. So I know my space had acacia. We are getting in the right direction. We're almost home. Pardon me, sorry. So rude. Hello, dolphins. One of the things I like about the way that Minecraft has been built is that there are multiple ways to do the same thing. For example, there are so many different food sources. So if you wanted to have a fish farm that literally just gave you fish, great, you can do that. Or if you want to have a chicken farm that just constantly gives you cooked chicken and you live off that, you can do that. You know, like there's so many different opportunities and options to do things different ways and get to the same end in terms of having food. Exactly. We have a ton of different choices. Things like, as much as one doesn't necessarily like orange as a color, I do, but not everybody I talk to does. So they're not always enamored with the acacia wood. I was watching, who was it today? Ricky Roy, I think? And they were doing a monument clear out. And the thing about their monument clear out was, that they were using acacia doors specifically, like for breathing, in Java, but they were using them specifically so that, oops, let's get out of this. Boat, hello? Please don't let me go through the boat, thank you. Because you can, anyways, they were using the acacia doors because you can see through them a lot more effectively. And yet, once again, you're breaking the sight line of the guardians. So that was kind of an interesting trick I had not learned before. It was news to me, but it gave me yet another purpose for the acacia wood. Where it wasn't just because it's orange. There we are, and we are home. How about let's ditch this one. These swimming horses always puzzle me. It's about the third or fourth time I've seen them just hanging out in the water. Because they can, I suppose. Okay, so out of that trip, we've got ourselves the berries we needed. A little bit extra bamboo, not a loss there. I guess I kept the peony. I wonder what I actually threw. Whatever it was, probably don't need it. Fantastic Shock Fox says he's blown away by just how creative people can be with these objects. For sure. It's like a giant game. Aww. Very, very cute troublemaker. It's like a giant game of an improv game that I was playing, where basically you get handed an object, and the objective is to do some sort of scene, even a short clip of a scene. See? Another cute troublemaker. Even a very short clip of a scene where you basically that object can be used as anything else except what it is on the surface. So if I was to do something like that with Minecraft, rather, taking it to a silly extreme, people actually build things with it, and it makes more sense in that respect. But I mean, if I was playing it as a player, you could do something like, you've got this bed in your hand, and we're going to suddenly pretend that it's a calculator and press all kinds of little, pretend that we're pressing buttons on the top, and so this is now our calculator. Or I could take a piece of bamboo and try and pretend I'm talking on a telephone. You know, those sorts of silly things. Alright, so I needed a proper piston, which I don't have. Well, that stinks. Where did I put? I suppose I left a lot of the other pieces back at the other base. Or the other section of the base. Okay, so let's take those and just, I guess we're gonna stick them across the end because we can. Just offload. First, what do I take and what do I offload? Eventually, I need to take all of this stuff out of there. So where can I take it useful? Oh, I had a boat. Ha! Okay. What I'm really missing is just the redstone. I guess I'll just leave that there and head over. You see, this is why we can't have nice things. Shame on you. Shame, go away. Take the zombie flesh because it's not the dogs who are doing that. And I will take the proceeds of the wolves killing things, but I don't like doing it myself. Anyway, so that's the type of thing I see is when we play that sort of improv game where it can be used for anything except what the item really is on the surface. Then Minecraft is very much like that. Is you could use, I mean, blocks are blocks. You know, stone doesn't have to be floors. And what did I just... Didn't I have something in my hand? Okay, I'm going to go crazy. Here we go. I thought I took shears with me. Alrighty. I get talking and then I go and click something. That's what it comes down to. No. This can go here. Gold can go down there. Oh. How many blocks can I get out of this? Oh, right, 2 ingots, sure. I'll take that. No, over here. There we go. Now do I have a pair of pants like that? What are these? Projectile protection, these are nothing. Let's throw these in there. These other ones in the trash bin. I'm gonna free up some space here. I don't even know if I need fire charges. Why not? Okay, armor. The horse armor up there for now. I didn't have those boots, so we're good. These are just collecting little pieces as we go through things because I'm going to put those on armor stands eventually. Where did I put? Aha, there we go. Put this over here. There. These ones over here. Up that way. I guess I just put everything. I'll just put this oak in the middle for now. You're kidding me. No. Oh god. I just figured out what I threw. I meant to throw the peony. What I want to say right now is not nice. So I'm just trying hard not to say it. But it's a self-frustration kind of moment. I was noting here, I was putting away stuff and going, oh, I should put away all this stuff, and where did the saplings go? And yeah, that's what I threw, was I threw all the dark saplings. Recently, it was just at the other end of the island, so I mean, I could go get it. It's just more of a frustration that I did it. Yeah, I hope I can get them before they despawn. Because that was a bit of a pain. Not much, but I mean a bit. Because I got so lost, right? It's not like it's impossible for me to get. Yeah, So I wanted to throw out the peony because I knew I had a bunch on the island. And if I didn't have peonies specifically, then I could get something else that makes the same color. I'm hoping I can find them. If not, I'm not going to go for more of the darkwood saplings today. But yeah, sure. Past the horses, right? Was not in there. I was talking about orange, right? Well, I lost it. That's frustrating. I'll probably take care of that off camera just because I'm annoyed, but try and forget about it for now. So back to base we go, and we'll get the berries and start installing them. I have to head back, finish up making a piston so that we can smush carts into the dirt so that we can actually collect things up, and set ourselves a series of hoppers underneath to collect up all the junk. That's click. We're very annoyed. Wasn't on this side by any chance, was it? Nope. Aw, man. Oh well. I have a lot of resources locally, but that was one I didn't have. Oh well. But as you guys can see, I made an attempt to play around a little bit with the idea of using bamboo trapdoors and doors as siding for this farm. And I don't know how many will agree with me, but I think it's ugly. Yeah, it is, but it wasn't that bad. I really just need to pay better attention to where my coordinates are. So we're going to need a lot of hoppers, which we can deal with from here. Yeah, of all the things to throw, I kept the peony, which was kind of pointless, and I blew it on the rest. Oh well. Okay. I have enough. I have 35. Let's just get one emerald out of here, because then I don't have to store that much muck. Emerald, no, this. That, which saves us the hassle of going over to the other side. I should be able to turn that into a piston. Oops, what else do I need? I need cobblestone. And sticks. Probably that. Yeah, that obsidian should have gone in the other box, but that's okay. We'll figure that one out later. What else am I missing? Iron, of course. Gold. Don't know if I could possibly handle that one. Okay. So these are the pieces I need to use to squash things into other things. Put the extra pieces away before I lose them. That. I'll put the wood up here, the redstone there, and for now... doesn't really matter, I guess I'll set that over there. So we're going to have a lot of noise while we get this project underway. Oops, did I actually bring any? Good, okay, I have 12 hoppers, and I've got one minecart, so that's a start. Need a lot more. Need a lot more chests and a lot more hoppers, so silly me. Do this. Oops. Clean it up, make chests. What I'm going to start with is I'm actually going to make just hoppers for long, so we can get all the way around the outside. Then I'll come back and make a whole ton of mine carts with the hoppers in, so we have to make twice as many hoppers. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a project, but that's okay. $16, so I'm going to need a lot more wood. Which means I guess I can't sleep on that. It's not a wonder I threw the saplings then. So I'm going to go to the other spot and grab the just the more basic oak wood I had in storage. Yeah, so bamboo. Flaming Fox, you said you hadn't seen it yet. So yeah, so this is the trapdoor. It's actually not that bad. Like, the design's kind of neat, but then it's very different than the doors. As you can see, have a nice hole in them and frame that spider quite beautifully. Spider, I hate you. Go away. Thank you. So it frames that quite nicely, but as you can see, the two are totally different colors, and that's just frustrating. And it's not just the, what do you call it, RTX. I don't have any RTX pack loaded at the moment. I think I have a Bedrock Tweaks one, so you may have seen some frame rate drops. And then here's your, oh, I guess I don't have one handy. So here's your signs, when they look like they're on the side of things. But that's a bamboo sign on the ground. I like the little bamboo pole at the bottom, like with the little different color. That's kind of neat. And they're easy as pie to make. I'm going to use these for wood right now. The signs are great, yeah, for sure. And the fact that you can go back and re-edit them, I like that Moyang put that in. Plus, I haven't tried the hanging signs yet. That's something new. There we go, I can get 9. Which means I can get 9 more hoppers. Still only at 25. Alright, I will need the other wood. But it makes it nice because you can get sort of the blocks of wood, or pardon me, the bundled bamboo, of course, becomes a block, and then that can just turn into wood blocks, as you saw there, which I can use for anything else standard. Slabs are neat. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the raft look. It feels really, really weird to quote-unquote, trap a mob in a boat when they're sitting on a flat raft. It's like, well, why don't you just get up and walk away? But, clearly it's worth it. And I had to put my camel behind fencing. He was just leashed to a pole, but he kept getting away, walking away, and going to like the other side of the island. I don't have any clue why. But I just gave him a too high little fence pen around what used to be the village where the bells would be. And he seems to be okay here. For now. He hasn't gone anywhere. So for crowding reasons, I may put the horse in there with him, but I don't really want to risk opening it up and letting him out again. I don't like riding the camel. I did try. I did try riding the camel earlier, and it was not a win. I do get motion sick when we play, and the camel head bob is all over the place. It definitely bobs a good bit. Oh, phooey. Why did I decide that was a good idea? Okay, fine. I'll do this later. Forgot that's what was in here. So, basically, the camel, I mean, it was fun. They do have, unlike, well, I guess like horses, they can bob a little bit, but they sink pretty well. And they don't, they're just, everything's one block higher is really what it boils down to. so they can wade some places where horses can't, but then practically it's the same. The dash thing I have to get used to. That feels really, really weird. Where the camels can just like dash straight across small gaps and ravines and things. But I mean, it's about the same if you're actually better at managing when a horse jumps. It's the same sort of timing, which is one of those other things I was never hot on. It came for a reason. What was I wanted wood, right? Right. Okay, let's get some of that. That should be decent to start with. Okay, which would get me 48 chests, which would get me a bunch of hoppers, but I ran out of iron. That's okay. That's still not going to be enough. Still not going to be enough because I need to go all the way around the outside of the farm. Oh, is there something I wanted to drop off here? I don't believe so. It feels like I should have, but I don't believe so. So being as the cladding isn't working, I'm thinking with the dark roof, quote-unquote roof, because it's an iron farm / trading hall type of place, I'm thinking to make the bottom part potentially polished granite. Actually, that's not very much. We'll just leave that for now. Okay. I might make the bottom gray section potentially polished granite. Take a run to the desert and do glass all the way up. That'll keep out the spiders. So no need for the little signs on the outside. Oh, what have we got here? I can't spell. There we go. Ooh woo! Two more. There we go. Two more. 1, 2, 3. Hopper. So we've got 69 or 67 hoppers. That should be a good start. Exactly. I can't spell, but hey, I can certainly ooh by accident. No, not this one. This one. There we go. Ooh. You cheaper? No, I had 22, that's right. I had the 2 from the spider. Alright, so let's get into getting the hoppers down. Yeah, I might as well start at the front. Why not? Then I can decide where I want the chest to be to just collect the randomness. You probably also note that as I dig this up, I'm getting all the doors. I had really wanted to be able to put, like, to alternate the doors up and down on top of these, but they don't actually sit on top of trapdoors, open or closed, which is kind of a shame. Alright, so if I just wanted to let the collection be on the corner, because I've got bamboo collection there. This would be a hopper here, and here. I want to keep those for now. Might as well just do it here. So these two go this way. And I wanted to get this part down first, not because of actually getting anything into it, but that then I don't accidentally run out of chests when I'm making a gazillion more hoppers and such. Yep. Let's do this for standing in a hole. That'll probably work better. No? Aha, excellent plan. Do do do. Nope. Ah. Of course I made them, and this one's gonna show up over here. Alright. Can I please go backwards? Thank you. I have to do the crouch, which is so pokey. Oh, because this is not working properly. Keep going down and rather than into the next hopper, which is not going to work. I should probably just tear up the whole line and start it again. Some of it's correct, but easier for me if I just do it one by one and I know what I'm up to. I just did this all wrong anyways. I've got to go down a whole nother level. Because I have to have the dirt with the minecart hoppers in on top. Keep out for the win. Who is it that won this time? Fox is rigged! I swear! Oh jeez. Come on. Seriously? I don't want to hug you. Is it bedtime? I doubt it. Oh, I guess it is. That was less than optimal. Okay, well on the bright side there's an arrow over there, which is not not a trident fork, so I guess that's a good thing. This one, this one. Do I have any slabs in here? That'll do. Enjoy the lurk, Benson. Yep, for sure. Thank you very, very much for coming by. I appreciate it. Okay, so this will be the chest. There. This, because I have to get close, will be the slabs. Then these, that should be the hoppers. Alright. So I need to try this again. Ooh, copper. Nice. The end of the first one. Okay. Really? Okay. Let's not squirrel too much, Dylan. I like the copper. It'd be dumb not to take it, but it's definitely a distractor. Okay. Going to have plenty of mobs falling in the holes on our heads, probably. So what have we got? See? Warned ya. So that's the kind of thing that we won't have happening in the future, is that when they get all close like that, then they can give themselves a nice big warm hug with the berry plants, And then we will collect up their little bits and bobs to give to the priest. Or whatever you call him, sorry, the cleric. I was having to explain to somebody offline the other day what, Are you serious? Come on. Come join me the old-fashioned way. Come here. I was having to explain it the other day, and for some reason they didn't know what a cleric was. I'm not sure if I want to fathom how they wouldn't know, but not that there was anything wrong with that. It seems to me like everybody knows it. Oh, really, buddy? Come on. You're making my point for me. Guess I shouldn't complain about that. It's because we got this stupid overhang here. I really would love to bring the trading hall out by one, but unfortunately that doesn't work too well on the inside. There we go. All right. Well, let's take this, put that drop and that drop in there. That's sort of what the point is of this thing. And this is the slow way of doing it, but of course you have to crouch to be able to place the hopper onto the other hopper. Yay, XP. Oops, oh well. Oh well, meaning I just skipped some coal. Was not intending to, but it's hidden now and I can't be bothered to go back for it. New Geek Out. 2 MTV original productions? I think we had this one the other day, so I'm gonna... Oh, nope, skip. There we go. Okay, we're going with 2 films that have been remade more than once. There are plenty of films that have been remade, but 2 where the film has been remade more than once. So I just went with something harder. Haha. Yep, that was on the tip of my tongue, Fox. Definitely. The side of 4 actually works as well, but that's another Sherlock Holmes piece. Okay. Oops, no, it doesn't fit. Okay, let's drop those. I need a ton of chests. I can pick up the wood. Perfect. Right. Yep. Murder on the Orient Express, exactly. I can think of 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 versions of that film. Because Hollywood, I swear, could not come up with anything new these days. But it's not all mysteries that have been redone over and over and over again. It does seem to be the mysteries are the majority of them. The 12 is not going to get me very far, but let's see if we can get a little closer. I actually honestly thought I had more hoppers than this, so bit of a disappointment, but a little bit of AFK after stream will cover. We may get to that mangrove chopping after all. Either that or we can go find ourselves some more dark oak, but I think the mangroves are probably a bit more functional at this point in time. just 13. That should get me 3 more. Get around the corner. There we go. Okay, I think that's probably as far as I can get there. So I have to go find the propagules for the mangroves, like as in which box I put them in. I did this whole row backwards, didn't I? There's weird method to this madness. For speed purposes, I wanted to put half of the hoppers pointing one direction and half pointing the other direction, just so that they would all end up at the chest at roughly the same time. I shouldn't say all, but like the farthest corner would end up at the chest at roughly the same time. Which means that back corner is going to be a little bit sus for a while until we can get all of the hoppers in. Come on. We had 3 hiding out here, okay. Better than nothing. Now we can go this direction. Let's see, I'm trying to think if we've got another. I think the Italian job's only been remade once. I don't remember what else might have been remade again. I mean, if you're talking, you know, Superman has been remade like 2 or 3 times. So we're short a few hoppers down there. So that row is going to point into this row, which wraps around the end here. And I'm going to need... Do I have more rails? I'm trying to see, do I have more rails? No. 1 remake for Ghostbusters, yes. And that was a sad remake. I'm not against McCarthy. You know, she's not a horrible actress, but that was just an absolutely dreadful movie. Much Ado About Nothing has been remade plenty. Pride and Prejudice, yeah, just about every Shakespearean one has been done. Tons of classic books have been done ad nauseum. Picture of Dorian Gray is another one that I know of at least 3 versions of. I guess, and then if you want to stretch the question, though I'm not really interested in doing that, but if you wanted to stretch the question, then one could also include the what's it called? High School Musical, because it was like a High School Musical made into a musical made about. Was it a musical made about the play, made about the musical, or some craziness like that? And it was just round and round and round in circles. Although I don't think it actually ever made it to film. The Christmas Carol, oh yes, you're right, I collect those. So yeah, Sherlock Holmes and Christmas Carol I think I've got 4 versions of, and I know I don't have them all. Although one of the versions of Christmas Carol, I would say doesn't count, only because there was an Alistair Sims Christmas Carol, where he was playing Ebenezer Scrooge, and then they re-released it several years later, where it had been colorized. And they treated it as though it was a separate film, but it really isn't. Okay, and I can probably, where am I here? Probably drop the bow in this box. Here we go. There's 4 more. I'll go back in. Next round of iron is for making rails, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any rails at the moment. I'll check my storage boxes though, because if it turns out I do have rails, then that means I don't have to. And I know if I have rails anywhere, they will be here on this side, so not on the other side. Ah, I do have rails. Yay! Yippee skippy. Alright. So we can do 1 block to show you what the idea is going to be. Might as well do the one. Excuse me. Might as well do the one right on the corner so you guys have a good idea. So, rail here. Hopper there. I have to take out the rail, whether I like it or not. Doo-dee-doo, come on. Can I even get the rail? Uh-oh. If I can't get to it, I can see it, but if I can't find its hitbox, we're in trouble. Oh, nope, that's not it. Let's take this one out. And that one. Let's see if we can do this again. This one. Put the card on top. Then I have to cut out the rail specifically. There we go. Alright, and then pistons I have to be looking at, which means this one needs to go up there. Oh, nope, wrong direction. Okay. Bit of a bigger pain project than I had originally thought, but we'll get there. Yes, I know I just pushed it. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Right? It's all fine. Did I get my hopper in there? Yes. Well, the idea, if I can get... I want the grass block. Let's do it with the grass. If I can get it to work, and watch it be something that it's a Java thing only. But if I can get it to work, the idea is that then when critters like zombies and whatever die on the berries, then they'll drop stuff and I can take their drops. Sort of a no effort, you killed yourself type system. Do I have any levers already in here? I don't see any. Weird, because I thought I had like 8. Okay. Weird little hang in the background was my phone picking up because I put it on power and I've forgotten that it was set so that when it's on power it listens. I want lever. Nope, I don't want that. I could, but the you know, when you're right, you're right. Why engineer when you can over-engineer? This is the kind of thing that reminds me when I ask sort of generic questions to the world about how the heck does everybody always seem to have so many extra materials? It's because they're not doing stupid things like that. So I can dispense with this nonsense. And I have to dispense with this anyways, because this one's... actually I may want to do it this way anyway. Can I even make this work? Okay. Yes, I can. Okay. That stayed there, right? Right. Yes. Okay, close enough. So, then you've got that. And so that's kind of what I'm going to do all the way around the outside. Now, you make a good point about the hopper minecarts. Then I need my collection chest to be even lower in the ground. And so I'm just being a lazy butt on that one. I probably should do it that way. Yeah, that would make a whole world of sense. I mean, I can always, like, there's ways to get things to go up higher. Well, over-engineering is it has its goods and its bads. Like, for example, the fact that I just wasted one of my berries. Oh, I didn't even know Kanye West sang. Yick. Skip. There we go. Too bad Benson's on lurk. I'm sure she could probably recite the 3/4 of the menu. 2 items on the Starbucks menu. My caveat will be, you need to tell me what country. The reason I say that is because I'm aware that we have differing things on the menu in different countries. So, for example, in Europe, they may have different things that we do here. I mean, coffees are called differently and that sort of thing. But also in Canada, I know we have something known as light note that apparently doesn't exist in the US as far as I've heard. The reason I like Starbucks Flaming Fox is actually purely because, yeah, I'm lazy. Okay, fine. The reason I like Starbucks is purely because Tim Hortons has gone downhill so badly. That's really all it is. So I would prefer Tim Hortons instead of $5, but okay. And some of the mixed drinks, thanks. Rub it in. Because things like Tim Hortons are, and Canadians, we supposedly sing its praises, but they don't actually have a lot of flavored coffees and stuff. So, I mean, I guess you could also say that Starbucks offers you a coffee house opportunity to be able to sit and chat as well and have stuff that isn't just plain, coffee, cream, you're done. On the other hand, I mean, that said, I will admit to a stupid thing I did on the airplane many, many, many years ago. I was not paying attention. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Although it may not be wholly accurate. But anyway, but I was on an airplane and they came by with tea and they said, was it milk or lemon? I think it was. And I just said yes, because I was really not paying attention. So I got what I asked for. Tea should not have chew, especially not when, yeah, tea should just not have chew. Let's put it that way. But when the chew is curdled bits, you really don't want it to have chew. It's just nasty. Okay, the rails are coming through here. Actually, that will work, because then I can put a system out the side to make sure the cart shouldn't go anywhere until it's empty. Actually, that won't work, because if it's on a corner, yeah. I'm going to regret this. Totally going to regret it, but I'm going there anyway. Oops. So yeah, don't do tea and with lemon and milk. You will regret it faster than you can say Rumpelstiltskin. High on the nasty, disgusting scale. Okay. So then, the idea here is this will come around the side and things will just get dropped off. However, if I don't sleep, I'm going to have mobs on my head. The coffee is okay, you're right. The coffee is better than I make at home, just because I'm not a great coffee maker. So there is that. The other part of it was the experience. So they're not great for experience in terms of, so like there are definitely better coffee houses out there. But in our neighborhood, I think part of the reason I liked it was the experience, because we used to be able to just walk over. Okay, there we go. For now. We used to be able to just walk over, take our reusable mug, ask them to fill it up with whatever the coffee was, with light ice and a little room. And the light ice was purely just so that it wasn't something you had to wait for it to cool down, that it actually was drinkable instantly. Oh, and I need those. We need sticks. I can do it with a stack and a half, I think. Maybe? We'll find out. It's so turned around inside the farm. I'm really gonna have to start putting lettering on the floor. So that was the experience, is we would do that and then it's drinkable right away. And if... Ow! Don't hit me. Didn't anybody ever tell you not to hit a girl? So yeah, we used to be able to do that, and if Fantastic Shock Fox wasn't on a meeting, then he'd sometimes sit and do emails while we were both there, and then we'd walk home. But other times we just would have to grab the drink and go, because we didn't have time. We didn't have time to stick around, but we'd walk home with our coffee, and most of the time we'd have it drank by the time we got home. And I'll admit, the Starbucks mugs aren't that bad, like the reusable ones aren't that bad for keeping your coffee warm, but... Oh, 15, okay, I didn't need that many. They're not that bad for keeping your coffee warm, but I'm still partial to my Yeti mug. I think it does a much better job. Fantastic Shock Fox can put, in my Yeti mug, can put, I need power rails. Duh. He can put my drink in at like 6:30 in the morning, and by the time I'm ready to go for 10, the drink is wonderfully still warm. Okay, let's figure out where the middle of this side is. So I get ourselves wrapped up. Oh, and I needed levers out there. I need another lever. A couple of levers, actually. This one. Oh, I was gonna say, why can't I find my lever? Because it's still attached to a piston that I, silly me, thought I needed. Oh! Okay, got the pop-up message. Yay! Okay. So yes, for those of you that watch Stormy Owl, that is where we'll be heading after this. Because Stormy Owl is amazing. Just a really great streamer. Really like the vibe that comes out of her streams. Whether or not she's got her sidekick, she might not be too happy that I called Mr. Owl her sidekick, but yeah. Whether or not Mr. Owl is going to be conversational or not on stream tonight, being that it's Tuesday, there's a distinct chance he may not, or he'll be full of soccer stories, which is, as he's probably willing to acknowledge, a bit of a double-edged sword. Sometimes they're great nights, sometimes they're nights where you kind of wish the parents would just clam up and stop being a brat. And I am a soccer parent, so not as involved or as vocal as some, but I certainly, as Fantastic Shock Fox will happily attest, I have my moments where I am horribly opinionated when it comes to soccer. And so there's things I like and things I don't like, and I've had my moments where I like some coaches, dislike other coaches, and that's also because our kids played Rec League. It's a whole different system. I shouldn't say a whole different system, but it's a little bit different up here than Mr. Owl tells. So our Rec League goes straight into competitive, but which doesn't necessarily mean they travel. They could even just be competitive within the city. But at Rec League, there are no refs. So every time there's a coach who's got to act as a ref, in addition to coaching their team, which is part of why a lot of them want assistant coaches. Bugger. Well, alrighty then. So, what we're gonna do is I'm just going to add a text source. I will show you what we're up to. Give me a quick second to get the live screen up here. Cancel. Live. Display capture. So now you see what I see. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the stream deck. I've got a button for deaths, stream counter, and it goes to Bedrock deaths. Okay, that's what I'm going to call this file. So I'm going to add a text source in OBS. Let's change this to... I think it's that one. Nope, the other one. There we go. Sorry for the, what do you call it? Yeah, anyways. Let's take off studio mode for a second here. And stay this back to the center screen. I think it's probably easier. So what we're going to do is on that screen, I'm going to add a text source. Where are we here? Text GGI. Bloop. We're going to call it death counter Bedrock. Okay. And then I'm actually going to say read from file. Browse and go find that streaming file. And yes, I know I just spoiled who I am yet again. I am horrible for doing that. Streaming stuff. Bedrock deaths. Check that file. Alrighty. And we're going to change our font. Let's see. Let's go with Arial just for now. Actually, maybe not. Everybody and their dog uses Comic Sans, so we'll just go with that just because it's easy. Okay, and we're going to go to about 24 size for now. Okay, it looks terrible, but that's all right. I kind of have this screen a little stretched anyway. All right, so then, okay. And I have to find it on my other screen. Where did I put it? Properties. Aha, there it is. Okay, so you guys are starting to see this crazy thing showing up on your screen with a 0 on it. And we're going to, for now, I'm gonna hide it underneath this respawn blah 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 thing, just for now, on the top left corner. And we'll make it a little bit smaller. 0. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability to set a title plus that. Let me just, let's see. Nope, it doesn't print into the text. Okay. Initial value 0, add, subtract, title prefix. Hit the capital lock. That's okay. So now, let's try this. If I press this button, now we have a 1. Excellent. Yep. So first death in this world, that's okay. But that is what it is. I'm going to put this in the top right corner. And it's backwards on my screen. I wonder why. Transform. There. That makes more sense, right? A 1 goes that direction? Alright, I can always change the font size and so on and so forth, but we're just going to throw that in the corner for now. Now we know that Dylan was blown up by a creeper. Her own dang fault. But that's okay. So now I get to respawn. Thankfully not too far away. And it's I'm armorless late at night. Fantastic. It's the first one in Bedrock. Could be worse. So I just hope that they haven't destroyed a bunch of my stuff. That would be a bit of a pain. But we'll just find out and see if I can avoid the zombie on the way by. But yeah, that's the first one for this world. So Dylan died dumb. I saw it coming, you guys saw it coming, and it all went boom. Dylan had big boom. Actually, that was kind of a sad, tiny boom. Amusingly enough, though, our villagers are fine. No! Uh-oh. Well, that's not good news at all. Guess what? It's all gone because I was stupid and stood around for 5 minutes while I was talking to you guys, putting that death counter on the screen, and it's gone. Gone. It despawned. Well. Yep, it all despawned. Now, while I could, thank you very much for the posture check, by the way, big stretch. His head and lots of cricks and cracks. And it also got me not to say something that I want to say right now, if you get my meaning. So, next plan is, I have some temporary gear, a little bit of it. We saw we had iron temporary gear. At least that's not gone. And we can work our way up. Let's start with the food. We could work our way up to buying better gear. Right? Oh well, it happens. It's my own fault, right? That's twice now I've done dumb things. One, I died, and one, I did not. But even, like, I mean, even my weird stacks of dirt despawned. Like, there's nothing in this hole. Nothing. So, we got stuff to do. That's okay. And on the bright side, even though I blew up and despawned all the berries, when this one grows, I'll have one berry. Woohoo! Oh well. Oh well. Big oof. Yep, definite big oof. You're missing a letter there, though. That's a big goof on my part. And then a huge oops. Okay, I have the diamonds. I can make more that way, but I have... These were ones that I was wearing right before I traded with the other villagers for the rest. And I have a ton of iron chest plates and stuff. I don't need boots. So for now, I'm just gonna... I've got leggings and chest plates on the other side. Okay. So is there anything I need over here? We're lucky that we just managed to get the toolsmith ready to go, and we got the armorers. So I think the only thing that's a real loss was I don't have a bow handy. So that's a shame. I do have an infinity book, so that's a nice one. And I guess, why not? I guess I'll spend a couple of diamonds to get a sword. I don't think I had an axe. That was, I mean, I had a, leveled up axe, but I don't think I had to get, what do you call it? A weaponsmith before I get an axe back, but I'll have to see. So, yeah. Oh well, mistakes were made. I'm disappointed in myself, but, you can't always cry over spilt milk. A sword back. And I know I have a bow over there because, we had one in the chest from the skeletons we killed. Just a bit of a shame. Oh well. Two minutes left to see where we can get. The least I can do is put on a pair of pants and a shirt. What did I say? 1 step forward, 2 steps back? We're going to be 3 steps forward in not too long, so it's... As I say, it's disappointing, but it's a setback. And it's a setback that takes priority over going to find those wood saplings from earlier. Ladies, do you have any shirts? Really? Oh, I know where the shirts are. They're on the beach. Okay. I'm sort of disorganized now at the moment. Let's put that over there. Well, I have that pickaxe. That's nice to know. What is the Fletcher selling, or is he selling yet? Okay, he will have a power 1 bow when I get there, but he's not there yet. Yeah, didn't even grab a bed. Like, how smart. Okay, what's this? Grab that. I have a bow. Very broken bow, but I have a bow. Oh, phooey. All those power rails and stuff I was going to put down. That's okay. You know, can't win them all. So, as you can imagine, it feels like it. I mean, we're actually farther ahead than we were otherwise. I just don't have all of the villagers set up enough to be able to get emeralds out the tail end so that I can easily come back. What is this? Oh, poor little horsey fell in a hole. Gotcha. It's the Enderman griefing that's causing all kinds of holes and things. Well, it's painful. But it, you know, it could always be worse, right? And we have a big fat 1 on the screen to remind us. There's the shirt. Yeah, no problem. So we've got no question of what we'll be doing tomorrow. We'll be back here sorting ourselves out if I haven't finished sorting tonight. And we'll get back on to getting the tail end of the berries installed. May go on another run for some of that dark oak and doing a little bit of chopping for the various different wood types that we don't currently have. Probably starting with mangrove because I wanted some mangrove and some jungle to start a bigger build. So first things first is to get our feet back under us, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's find a spot where it's not raining on my head forever. Oh yeah, I mean, I have enough emeralds that I could actually do unenchanted versions of just about everything right now. Not emeralds, sorry, yeah, whatchamacallit. But hey, as I said, mistakes were made. The things I can do, I'm not wearing the same gear as I started. On the bright side, I had been in my inventory fairly recently, so I'm going to go offline, take a screen cap, and that way I know what I'm aiming for to get back. On Java, I've got a plugin, thanks to Dub Dynamite, not a plugin, sorry, an add-on, where it will actually tell you what was in your inventory and you can make a little list out of it, but not so much on Bedrock. So we'll get there. In the meantime, let's get the raid started out to Stormy, and we will be able to recover while we're watching some lovely owls.
Mischief managed.
All right. So I want to say thank you very much to Scrublord for gifting a sub to Flaming Fox. Also, thank you very much for DJ Gamer for following. And thank you to DJ Gamer, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and Flaming Fox for spending their clues. Also to Benson and Sherlock Fox for being our moderators today. Oh, sorry, and Scrublord, my apologies. And then thank you as well just for the grand old chit chat, to Flaming Fox, Scrub Lord, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, DJ Gamer, and Skyfire. If there's anyone whose name I missed, my apologies. I'm slightly discombobulated at the moment. But I want to say thank you to everybody who came in and spent their time with me. Please do give Stormy our best. You can see the 2 sets of raid emote combinations there. If those don't suit your fancy, feel free to use another one of your choice. And if anyone has any follow-up or conversation that they wish to share, there's always a Discord. Everybody and their dog has one. And so you can always drop it there. Nice quiet place to hang. And until then, I will see you tomorrow. Have yourselves a fantastic evening, and bye-bye for now.